Hey, what's up, solar family? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. And in this video, I want to go over how to sell more solar by being a better problem solver. But before I dive into it, if you haven't booked your free solar strategy call yet, especially if you want to get in solar, or maybe you already are in solar and you want to learn how to sell solar virtually, or maybe you're a roofing HVAC contractor that wants to add solar in your book of business, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's going to be a pop-up right above this video. So let me go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so I want to go over how to sell more solar by being a better problem solver. Because I honestly feel that if you're asking the right questions and you're listening to the response based on the questions that you're asking, you're literally going to close more deals. Because as a salesperson, we're just not a good listener, right? Sometimes when homeowners are telling us literally the problem, it goes in one ear, out the other. So you need to learn the skill of listening. Because I hear from thousands of consultants that book a free solar strategy call, they're not asking the right questions. And even if they're asking the right questions, they don't quite understand why you're asking those questions, right? They don't understand the method to the madness. Because if you're following a script that your manager gave you and you're asking particular questions based on that script, but you don't quite understand why you're asking those questions, it's literally gonna go in one ear and out the other. Because sales in general, right? And I don't like using sales in solar because it's not necessarily selling, it's educating homeowners. But the way to really close more deals, we're only doing two things. We're identifying the problem, right? We're asking the right questions so we can identify the problem. And secondly, we're solving the problem. And keep in mind, by asking the right questions, sometimes solar, right? Solar may not be the immediate answer to the problem. Meaning that during your discovery call, the homeowner may have other issues than saving money on their electric bill. For example, if the homeowner says, you know what, my home is super uncomfortable during the summer and the winter, I'm not sure if solar is really gonna help with that comfortability. And if you only know how to sell solar, meaning that, oh no, I'm gonna be able to save you money on your HVAC during the summer and your heating during the winter, you're missing the point. What they're saying to you is they're uncomfortable in their home. So meaning that solar may not be the immediate solution, but insulation may be. Maybe they need to add insulation in the attic or in the walls or the crawl space, or maybe their house is leaky and it needs to be weatherized and sealed. Or maybe they have single pane windows and all the hot UV rays are just piercing right through the windows. And as you can see, solar is not necessarily gonna solve those particular problems. But if you can solve the immediate problem, which is maybe insulation, you can piggyback solar along with it. So meaning that, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if you guys qualify for solar, we can also add insulation, or we can also add windows, or getting a new HVAC, or sealing those ducts, or your home. And as you can see, you need to be able to ask the right questions to identify the right problem. And the immediate problem, and I want to use immediate as the key word, the immediate problem may not be their electric bill. It may be something else so they can be more comfortable in their home, not necessarily just to save money, but if you can identify the main problem and use solar as the resource to solve the initial problem, then you're gonna be able to close more deals. Hopefully that makes sense, because again, you don't want to have just your blinders on. The only thing you want to sell is solar. And ideally, yes, we want to put solar in as many homes as we can. But imagine if you were able to solve the homeowner's initial problem, and it may be comfortability issues in their home, and also tie it in with solar, and They can also save money while they're comfortable in their home. Now you're gonna be able to close a whole lot more deals. Other than that, hopefully that made sense. And if you haven't scheduled your free solar strategy call yet, especially if you wanna get in solar, or maybe you already are in solar and you wanna learn how to sell solar virtually, or maybe you're a roofing or HVAC contractor that wants to add solar in your book of business, make sure you book your free solar strategy call. It's gonna be a pop-up right above this video. Other than that, have an amazing day. Goodbye for now. Peace.